Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today it's testimonial time with Frank. Frank had Crohn's for 13 years and now he's healed. He's got his life back and I'm really excited that he is going to share his story with us. For personal reasons, he's only decided to do audio, but we're just so grateful that he was even able to come on our channel and share his journey in regards to how he was able to overcome 13 years. So here's a story, enjoy. So Frank, what I'd like you to do, just start off with, is just tell everyone your story. So if you'd like to run through, how you got diagnosed and different things that you tried throughout your journey before you found out about high carb health. We'd love to hear your story.
I was about 19 and I started getting diarrhea, and I also noticed blood in my stool. After a couple weeks of that happening, I went to the doctor. They sent me to a specialist and they did a colonoscopy, and I got diagnosed with Crohn's disease.
Mm-hmm.
And I was fine. I mean, they gave me meds, and I was fine for about 2, maybe years, and then the meds stopped working. So I went back to the doctor, and they put me on steroids. I was on those for a couple years, and they would try to get me off of it, and it wouldn't work, and I'd have to go back on it. So I tried all the infusions that are out there, whatever's available. I tried, and yeah, I mean, it never worked. Nothing worked. So I was on and off steroids for about 10 years, and then the reason why I started looking for another way of resolving my disease was that they told me that I'd have to have surgery at that point, because even the steroids weren't working as well as they used to, and I would have to increase my dosage to stay on them. And I was starting to feel the effects of the steroids. My joints were starting to hurt, stuff like that, right? And I would say I was, my face was all puffy, all the basic steroid stuff. And they also sent me to a second specialist, and he told me that I might have IBS too, and I don't know, it was affecting my cortisol levels. So yeah, I mean, I decided, like, I don't want to go down that path. I was too young.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I started looking for other ways to heal my disease. And first I tried buying this book that was written by someone, and I bought the products that they were selling, and I didn't see any results. And I knew I needed guidance, so I searched online. I found these guys in the States, these doctors in the States, and I went and seen them, tried their programs, did their tests, spent a decent amount of money, bought their products, and I was getting worse. So that's when I decided to try something completely different. And I knew about Shacool even before I went to the guys in the States. And the reason why I didn't choose Shacool is because the other guys looked more professional. I mean, they had an office. They had, like, I don't know, they wore collared shirts, whatever, right? they just presented themselves more professionally. And that drew me to them. But when I stopped seeing results, I think I was 5 months in. I hadn't seen any results. I had to try something else. I knew in my heart or in my stomach, whatever, that it wasn't working. So I contacted Shacool. We had a meeting, and within 3 days of joining their program, I saw significant results, which I was still on the steroids, but I was weaning myself off. And within 3 days of joining the program, I saw significant results. Within I think it was 6 weeks, 6 or 8 weeks of being on the program, I was 100% off the steroids. And yeah, I mean, there were rough patches. I mean, it wasn't like it was great the whole way through. I mean, like, when I was on the steroids, I was fine. I didn't have any issues with the program. But as soon as I came off of it, I had issues, right?
Yeah.
And
I'll stop you right there for a second because I want you just to go into a bit more detail about some of the things you tried, without talking about any specific names of the programs and stuff. But what were these people telling you to do? Like, what kind of things were they telling you to eat? What did their protocols suggest? What kind of supplements did you have to take? Just outline a little bit more information, and also how long. You said you've been on steroids for 10 years. How long had you had colitis for in total? I mean, Crohn's for.
I've had Crohn's since I was, I guess, 13 years. I've been diagnosed for 13 years. Might have been a little more.
Mm-hmm.
About 13 years. The first person I bought their book, and they also have a website that sells products.
Mm-hmm.
They don't provide any guidance.
Mm-hmm.
So you basically have to read the book and figure it out through there. There's a lot of products that they sell,
Mm-hmm.
but there's no guidance whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And
What kind of products are they selling?
all types of vitamins and supplements, like anything you can think of. I mean, they got a big selection.
Mm.
Uh,
Are they expensive?
yeah, like it's definitely not cheap. I mean, compared to you guys, they're definitely not cheap. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. So we always
I
have
mean,
a saying, I think, Frank, is that, if someone's giving you nutritional advice, and the first thing we do tell people is have a look at what they're trying to sell you, because have a look at their shop and have a look at what they're trying to sell you, because there's always some kind of conflict of interest. But yeah, there's a lot of that going on in our industry, and it's kind of sad. But that's just the way of the world at the moment. It's up to the consumer to make their decisions, that's the way it goes. So yeah, okay, that's you had to kind of experience that, but unfortunately. But yeah, and the second thing that you tried, what were they suggesting?
well, so the second one was these doctors in the States,
Hmm.
and I went and seen them. You have to go see them in person. That's one of the rules.
Hmm.
So I flew out there. I got a bunch of test packs that they sent me home with. I did their test packs and sent them in. We had a Skype conversation just like this.
Hmm.
They told me my results, and they told me what I'd have to do,
Mm-hmm.
which was basically, it was a meal plan. It was a meal plan was involved. It was going to sleep early. It was resting. But there were things missing. They were close to you guys, but not 100, nowhere near 100%.
Hmm.
And the things that were missing were so significant
Hmm.
that was the difference between me healing and not healing.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying their program doesn't work for anyone. Maybe it does,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But they do sell you products, which I don't think you need.
Yeah.
And I need that. I mean, they make a significant amount of money off that. I mean, I spent thousands and thousands of dollars, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I mean, the good thing about your guys' program is that it's $1,000.
Hmm.
You guys selling anything, so you know exactly what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
Like financially, I mean, like
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, I mean, that was one of the, so like if anyone's struggling with money and they're going through this disease, you guys are definitely the cheapest guys to deal with.
Hmm.
And like I haven't tried everything that's out there, but I've tried
Yeah.
other things,
Mhm.
and yeah, I mean, I can confidently say that your chances of seeing results with Shakul is basically 100%. Because I mean, I tried all the meds from all the other companies, all the big companies, right? I mean, Entyvio, Humira, Remicade, Stelara, literally all of them I've tried. The only thing that worked for me was steroids. Ever since I had the disease, after the first 2 years, maybe at the very most 3 years, I've been on steroids the whole time, on and off.
Hmm.
And the only reason I was off of them was because they were trying to wean me off to see if the Humira, Remicade, Stelara, Entyvio, Remicade, whatever it is, was working.
Yeah.
And none of them worked. So Yeah, I mean, after a long period of time on steroids, right? Even the steroids weren't as effective as they were initially, and
Yeah,
by that point, I was starting to feel it in my joints. And I'm young. I don't want to, I don't want to live like that for the rest of my life.
yeah,
So I knew there had to be another way, and I mean, when you're looking for ways, like it was a path. It had to fail a couple times before I found the right solution, right? So
yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'm here. I mean,
Yeah, you're here and you're healed. Yeah, exactly. Um,
exactly.
so okay, so yeah, we kind of explained why you joined up with us at High Carb Health. Um, talk to everyone about what you learned and how the program went. And, what were some of the good things about it? What were some of the challenges you faced? Yeah, just describe all that stuff.